What's the most innocent thing your child ever said that exposed something dark? One evening, I was saying goodnight to my 7-year-old daughter when she suddenly grinned and said, "Can Aunt Lisa read to me again tomorrow?" She does all the character voices perfectly. I froze. Neither my husband nor I have a sister, and I'd never heard this name before. I asked her who Aunt Lisa was, and she said casually, "She visits when you're at your yoga class on Saturdays. Daddy says she's his old coworker." That night, I couldn't stop my mind racing. I kept replaying conversations trying to figure out who Lisa could possibly be. Then I vaguely remembered my husband mentioning a former colleague who'd relocated to our city, but he'd never called her Lisa, and I'd definitely never met her. The next morning, I casually asked him if his coworker friend was still settling into the area. He looked confused for a moment, then said he hadn't heard from them in months. That was my first warning sign. I immediately started reviewing our home security footage to see who'd been visiting. We have a Nest camera at the back entrance, but it had mysteriously stopped working. My husband claimed the Wi-Fi connection kept failing, so he'd given up on it. That afternoon while he was out, I reset the entire system without mentioning it, enabled all notifications, and watched carefully. 4 days later, I received an alert around 10:30 a.m. during my Saturday yoga session. I checked my phone and saw a woman approaching our back door, knocking twice, and my husband opening it almost instantly. He hugged her, and she stepped inside like she belonged there. I felt physically sick. I was absolutely devastated. Not only had he been seeing another woman behind my back, he was bringing her into our home and introducing her to our daughter as family. The following Saturday, I decided to confront them directly. I told him I was leaving for yoga class as usual, but instead parked around the corner and returned on foot. I watched through the kitchen window as he prepared lunch, opened a bottle of wine, and sat close to Aunt Lisa on our couch while our daughter colored at the dining table. I walked straight through the unlocked back door, and they both jumped up looking absolutely terrified. I heard him frantically telling her to go upstairs, and 2 full minutes passed before he approached me. He stammered nervously, "Hey honey, did you forget your mat or something? Me and Emma were just having a quiet morning at home." I stared at him without any expression and remained completely silent while he kept making up transparent excuses. I simply walked past him and told our daughter to pack her favorite toys because we were going to Grandma's house. I contacted a divorce attorney the following Monday and temporarily moved into my mother's apartment. I secured primary custody after demonstrating he had consistently deceived me and allowed an unknown person unsupervised access to my daughter. It's been 14 months since I won primary custody. My daughter's thriving now in her new routine. She occasionally asks why Aunt Lisa stopped visiting.